The hidden danger of walking after 70 meters. What no one tells you. What if I told you that walking more after 70 might actually be harming your health instead of helping it? Sounds shocking, right? After all we've been told for years that walking is the gold standard for staying fit as we age. But here's the truth, if walking is the only exercise you do, you could be making a critical mistake that speeds up aging rather than slowing it down. Let me introduce you to Robert 74. He was an avid walker covering over 10,000 steps a day because he believed it was the best way to stay active. But one day as he tried to lift a box that once felt light, he realized something had changed. His arms felt weaker, his legs didn't have the same strength, and suddenly even standing up from a chair required more effort. What happened? He was walking more than ever. So why did he feel weaker instead of stronger? Here's the problem. Walking alone isn't enough to keep your body strong, balanced, and pain-free as you age. Doctors are now warning that relying only on walking can actually lead to muscle loss, making everyday tasks harder, like carrying groceries or getting up from a chair, poor balance, increasing your risk of dangerous falls. One of the leading causes of injuries for older adults, joint strain, wearing down your knees, hips, and lower back due to repetitive impact posture problems leading to back pain and stiffness that can make movement uncomfortable. That's why experts are now saying after 70, you need to walk less and focus more on these 5 key areas. Instead, these 5 simple shifts can improve your mobility, protect your bones, and even add years to your life. And the last one is something almost no one talks about, but it plays a major role in how long and how well you live. So if you want to stay strong, independent, and pain-free, well into your later years, stick with me. I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do instead of just walking, and trust me, it's easier than you think before we dive in. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you find this information valuable, leave a yes in the comments because your feedback helps us create more content to keep you informed and empowered. Now let's get started maintaining muscle mass, the key to independence. After 70, as we journey through life, our bodies naturally undergo changes, one of which is sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that begins as early as our 30s and accelerates with age by the time we reach our 70s. This muscle loss can become significant, impacting our daily lives and independence, recognizing the signs of muscle loss. Have you noticed that tasks which were once effortless now require more exertion? Simple activities such as carrying a heavy grocery bag, standing up from a chair without using your hands, or opening a tight jar can become challenging. These subtle changes often indicate that our muscles are gradually weakening, even if we don't immediately realize it. The importance of strength training. Engaging in regular strength training is a proven method to counteract muscle loss. It not only improves balance, but also enhances overall strength, reducing the risk of injuries and falls. Incorporating strength training into your routine can make daily tasks more manageable and significantly improve your quality of life. Scientific evidence supporting strength training research has consistently shown that strength training is beneficial for older adults. A study published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found that resistance training leads to significant improvements in muscle strength and physical performance in older individuals. Additionally, the World Health Organization recommends muscle strengthening activities at least twice a week for adults aged 65 and older to enhance muscular and functional fitness. Practical steps to incorporate strength training. Starting a strength training regimen doesn't require heavy weights or a gym membership. Simple exercises such as bodyweight squats, using resistance bands, or performing push-ups against a counter can be highly effective. The key is to engage in progressive resistance, gradually challenging your muscles to keep them active and engaged. For instance, incorporating exercises like chair squat spots and wall push-ups can significantly improve strength and balance. Assessing your current strength. A simple way to evaluate your current muscle strength is to perform the following test. Sit in a chair and attempt to stand up without using your hands. If you can do this easily, it's a positive indicator of your muscle strength. However, if you find it challenging, it may be time to focus on rebuilding your strength through targeted exercises. Real-life success stories. Consider the example of Joan Vassos, a 62-year-old who has become more active than ever through activities like pickleball and weightlifting. She believes that age doesn't define what a person can do, and advocates for an active lifestyle to maintain youthfulness and energy. Conclusion: maintaining muscle mass through strength training is crucial for preserving independence and quality of life as we age. By incorporating simple strength exercises into your routine, you can counteract muscle loss, improve balance, and continue to perform daily activities with ease. It's never too late to start your future self. Well, thank you for taking these proactive steps today. Incorporating scientific data and real-life examples emphasize the importance of strength training for older adults, making the content more persuasive and relatable. Why balance training matters more than you think, and why walking isn't enough. The good news: it's never too late to regain your strength. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and help you maintain your independence for years to come. But if you're someone who still relies only on walking for exercise, this is your wake-up call, because muscle is one of the most important things to protect after 70. If you're finding this information helpful, leave a yes in the comments to let us know you're here. The hidden risk of falls: why walking alone won't keep you steady. Walking keeps you moving, but does it really improve your balance? Many people assume that if they've been walking their entire lives, their balance must be fine. But that's simply not true. Here's the reality: balance isn't something that stays strong on its own. It gradually declines unless you actively train it, and the consequences can be severe. Falls are the number one cause of injury-related deaths for older adults in the U.S. 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, but less than half tell their doctor even minor falls can lead to long-term mobility issues, fear of falling, and loss of independence. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most falls don't happen because of weak legs. Instead, they occur because of poor balance and reaction time. The case of Edward, 76, a near miss that changed everything. Take Edward, 76. He had always been active and walked daily. But one day, while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an odd angle and he lost his balance. He caught himself just in time, but that moment left him shaken. For the first time, he realized he wasn't as steady as he thought. His doctor explained that walking alone doesn't challenge the small, stabilizing muscles in the feet, ankles, and core the way balance-specific exercises do. And if those stabilizing muscles weaken, even a small misstep can cause a fall that takes months or even years to recover from. The counter-argument: but isn't walking enough? Now, some might argue, I've walked all my life and never had balance issues, so why should I start worrying? Now, that's a fair question, and here's the answer. Walking is great for overall mobility, but it's not the same as targeted balance training over time. Our ability to react quickly to missteps slows down, making us more vulnerable to falls. Many balance declines go unnoticed until a near fall or an actual injury brings them to light. That's why doctors and physical therapists now strongly recommend incorporating balance training into your routine, because it's not about just staying active, it's about staying stable. How to test your balance right now. Want to see how your balance is holding up? Try the simple test. 1, stand near a counter for safety. 2, lift 1 foot off the ground. 3, see if you can hold that position for at least 10 seconds without wobbling. If this feels difficult, it's a sign that your balance needs work. How to improve your balance starting today? The good news: it's easier than you think. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym. Heel to toe walking walk in a straight line. 1 leg stands practice, standing on 1 foot for 10 to 15 seconds. Weight shifts: slowly shift your weight from side to side to activate stabilizing muscles. Chair assisted squats strengthens leg and core muscles, crucial for balance. Bottom line: if you've been relying only on walking, it's time to start prioritizing balance training, because the best way to prevent a fall isn't just staying active. It's training your body to stay steady. How balance training transformed Edward's confidence, and how it can help you too. For years, Edward, 76, believed that staying active meant walking every day. He had always been independent, never worrying about his balance. That changed in an instant one afternoon. As he stepped off the curb outside his local grocery store, his foot landed at the wrong angle. His body wobbled, and for a split second, he thought he was going down. His heart pounded as he reached for a nearby pole to steady himself. He didn't fall that day, but the scare left him shaken. It was the first time he truly felt vulnerable. Edward's doctor told him something surprising. His legs weren't weak. His balance was walking alone, wasn't training the small stabilizing muscles in his ankles, feet and core, the muscles that help prevent falls without balance. Training even a small misstep could lead to a devastating injury. Determined to take control of his health, Edward started incorporating simple balance exercises into his daily routine. Standing on one foot for 10 seconds at a time, shifting his weight slowly from side to side, walking heel to toe in a straight line. Within just a few weeks, he noticed a huge difference. He felt steadier, more in control of his movements, and most importantly, more confident how to test your balance right now. Curious about your balance? Try the simple test. 1, stand near a counter for safety. 2, lift 1 foot off the ground. 3, hold your balance for at least 10 seconds if this feels difficult. It's a sign your balance needs work. But the good news, you can improve it just like Edward did. Why balance training is more than just fall prevention. Improving your balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about staying independent for years to come. Better balance it. Better posture prevents back pain and keeps you standing tall stronger. Reflexes react faster to missteps and avoid injuries. Improve coordination, making every movement feel smoother and easier. If you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to shift your priorities. The best way to prevent a fall isn't just staying active. It's training your body to stay steady. Why mobility declines after 70 and how you can reverse it. Most people don't realize how important mobility is until they start losing it. Suddenly, movements that were once effortless, like reaching into the back seat of your car or putting on a jacket, start feeling restricted. Some accept this is a normal part of aging, but here's what doctors won't tell you outright. Mobility loss isn't just about getting older. It's about not using your joints to their full potential. That's exactly what happened to Walter, 78. Walter's wake-up call, the hidden cost of ignoring mobility. Walter had always been active. He walked daily, thinking it was enough. But over time, he noticed something strange getting out of bed. Felt stiffer than before. Reaching down to tie his shoes required more effort. He had to bend his knees more, just to pick something up. He brushed it off as just getting older until his doctor explained the real issue. His joints weren't moving through their full range of motion anymore. Walking wasn't enough. It didn't stretch his muscles fully, nor did it engage all the movement patterns his joints needed to stay functional. So Walter changed his routine and added 3 simple habits that transformed how he moved. The 3-step mobility plan doctors recommend for seniors. 1, start the day with a 5-minute mobility routine. Your joints stiffen the most after long periods of inactivity, especially after sleep. Instead of jumping straight into your day, begin with ankle circles to keep feet and knees flexible. Seated spinal twists to loosen the lower back arm circles to prevent shoulder stiffness. A quick 5-minute routine in the morning can reduce stiffness and improve mobility all day long. 2, use the full range rule. Most people move their joints in the same limited motions every day, which is why mobility declines. The full range rule ensures you engage every movement your joints are designed for. For example, instead of just walking, practice deep knee bends safely. Instead of reaching forward, rotate your torso to the side. Instead of keeping arms at your sides, stretch them overhead daily. By using the full range of motion, consistently, you prevent stiffness from creeping in. 3, in the day. With joint reset stretches at night, a gentle stretching session can prevent stiffness overnight and prepare you for better mobility. The next day, the best movements include neck rotations to prevent tightness in the shoulders, knee to chest, stretches to loosen hip flexors, slow toe touches to keep hamstrings flexed. How to test your mobility right now. Want to know if your mobility is declining? Try this one. Stand up straight and slowly turn your head as far as you can to one side. 2, do the same in the opposite direction. 3, if it feels tight, stiff, or limited, it's time to start working on flexibility. Warning, if mobility issues aren't addressed, they compound over time, leading to pain, joint stiffness, and even a higher risk of falls. But here's the good news, you can improve mobility at any age. Final thought, if you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to rethink your routine, prioritizing flexibility. And mobility now will keep you moving freely for years to come. Why core strength is the missing link to a pain-free life. After 70, walking keeps your legs in motion, but does it protect your spine Does it keep your posture strong? The truth is, a weak core is one of the biggest hidden causes of back pain, poor balance, and mobility issues as you age. Most people think of the core as just their abs, but in reality it includes your deep abdominal muscles, the ones responsible for stabilizing your spine. Your lower back muscles, these keep you upright and prevent strain. Your pelvic muscles, they control balance and movement. When these muscles weaken, you may start noticing lower back pain, especially after standing or walking for a long time, slouching posture, rounding shoulders, a hunchback, or difficulty standing straight, balance issues, making it easier to trip, stumble, or fall. And here's the part most people don't realize: if your core is weak, your body compensates by overusing your joints and other muscles, leading to stiffness, discomfort, and an increased risk of falls. S.S. Harold's story: how fixing his core changed everything. Take Harold, 75. He had always been active. He walked daily, did some light exercises, and thought he was in great shape. But over the years, his posture started changing. His shoulders rounded forward, his lower back ached after long walks. Standing for more than 15 minutes made his back feel tight. At first, he assumed it was just part of aging, until his doctor explained that his core muscles weren't doing their job. His lower back was taking on too much strain, leading to discomfort and stiffness. So Harold started incorporating targeted core exercises, and within a few weeks, he felt a huge difference. His back pains improved. He could stand straighter without effort. His balance became noticeably better. The best part, he didn't need a gym or any fancy equipment, just a few minutes a day of simple movements. How to strengthen your core without doing a single sit-up. 1. The wall stand test. Can you maintain good posture? Try this right now. 1. Stand with your back flat against the wall. 2. Make sure your head, shoulders, and hips are all touching the wall. 3. Can you maintain this position comfortably for at least 30 seconds? If this feels difficult, or if you feel your lower back arching, it's a sign that your postural muscles are weak and need strengthening. 3. Core strengthening exercises anyone can do. Seated pelvic tilts while sitting slowly. Tilt your pelvis forward and backward. This strengthens deep core muscles without straining your back. Standing posture resets. Stand tall, engage your lower ab, and imagine a string pulling you up from the top of your head. Hold for 15 seconds and repeat abdominal bracing while sitting or standing. Tighten your belly as if someone were about to poke it. Hold for 5 seconds and release. Repeat NL 10 times. These simple exercises help activate the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned without the need for crunches or painful sit-ups. Why core strength is key to longevity. Beyond just improving balance and reducing back pain, a strong core can help you live longer, prevent spinal compression, reducing the risk of chronic back pain, keeps you standing tall, making every movement easier and more fluid, protects against falls because balance starts with a strong center. In fact, studies show that older adults with strong core muscles have a lower risk of disability and a higher quality of life. Final thought: if you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to rethink your approach. Your core is the foundation of your entire body's movement, and strengthening it now can add years of mobility and independence too. Your life is walking actually hurting your joints? The debate: no one talks about walking as widely praised as one of the best exercises for seniors. But could it actually be harming your joints rather than helping them? This might sound controversial, but think about it. Why do so many older adults who walk daily still struggle with stiff knees, aching hips, or sore feet? Many assume that joint pain is just part of aging, but doctors now warn that walking alone may be putting unnecessary strain on your joints, especially after 70. The hidden problem: walking repetitively wears down joints over time. As we age, cartilage wears down, leading to more friction in the joints. Joint fluid decreases, reducing natural shock absorption. Muscles surrounding the joints weaken, making them less supported. The real issue isn't walking itself, it's walking without the right balance of movement. If all you do is walk every day without strengthening the muscles that support your joints, you're wearing them down faster than they can recover. The evidence: a study in arthritis and rheumatology found that repetitive, high-impact walking without strength training increases joint stress and leads to more knee and hip pain over time. This is why many seniors who rely only on walking experience stiff, achy knees, especially in the morning, pain in their hips or lower back after long walks, sore feet from repetitive impact. But here's where the debate starts. Some argue that walking alone is enough to maintain joint health. So who's right? The walking debate, is it enough or not walking? Advocates say walking keeps me active and moving. I don't need anything else. Joint specialists argue without strengthening and mobility exercises, walking alone can actually wear down your joints faster. So what's the truth? The key isn't to stop walking, it's to walk smarter. How to walk smarter and protect your joints? Reduce impact with low impact. Alternatives instead of just walking every day. Mix in low impact activities that protect your joints. Swimming removes stress from knees and hips, while strengthening muscles. Cycling builds leg muscles without the repetitive impact of walking. Tai Chi or yoga improves flexibility and keeps joints lubricated. 2. Strengthen the muscles that support your joints. Strong muscles act like shock absorbers for your joints. If you're walking without strength training, you're missing a key part of joint protection. Easy ways to build joint supporting strength. Body weight squats strengthens knees and reduces stiffness. Seated leg lifts helps protect hip joints. Resistance band exercises gentle yet effective for reducing joint stress. 3. Walk on softer surfaces. If you walk on pavement every day, consider switching to grass or dirt paths. Less impact on joints. Rubberized walking tracks found in many community parks. They absorb more shock. Treadmills with shock absorption, better than hard sidewalks. How to know if walking is hurting your joints? Try this simple test. 1. Stand up from a chair and take a few steps. 2. Pay attention. Do your knees, hips, or feet feel sore or stiff? 3. If so, your joints may be absorbing too much stress, and it's time to incorporate strength and mobility exercises. Warning: ignoring joint discomfort can lead to arthritis, chronic pain, and even loss of mobility. Final thought: walking is great, but it's not enough on its own if you want to keep your joints pain-free and moving well into your 80s and beyond. You need to walk smarter. Strengthen key muscles and mix in local impact exercises as walking, making your joint pain worse. Raymond's story might surprise you. Mena, 77, never missed a day of walking. Every morning, rain or shine, he laced up his sneakers and hit the pavement, convinced that it was the best way to stay active and healthy for years. He felt great. But then something changed. His knees started feeling stiff in the mornings. His lower back ached after longer walks. He felt soreness in his hips that never seemed to go away. At first, he brushed it off as normal aging. But when he struggled to get out of his chair without using his hands, he knew something wasn't right. "I'm walking every day. Why am I feeling worse instead of better?" he asked his doctor. The answer shocked him. Walking alone wasn't enough, in fact. It was making things worse, the hidden danger of walking too much after 70. Many people assume joint pain is just a natural part of aging. But in reality, stiffness and discomfort happen faster when you aren't actively protecting your joints. Walking can sometimes make this worse because it involves repetitive impact on the same joints, especially knees, hips, and lower back. Lack of muscle support. Walking doesn't strengthen all the muscles needed for joint stability. Poor shock absorption. Cartilage wears down, making movement more painful. So what did Raymond do? His doctor told him to reduce the repetitive impact on his joints and start incorporating low-impact movements instead. Within a few weeks of making these changes, something incredible happened. His joint pain decreased, his flexibility improved. He felt more energized without giving up movement. How to protect your joints while staying active. If you've noticed aching knees, stiff hips, or feet after walks, your body is sending you a message: your joints need more support. Here's how you can fix it. Switch to joint-friendly movements instead of relying only on walking. Mix in these low-impact activities. Water exercises, swimming, or water aerobics reduce stress on joints while building strength. Cycling strengthens leg muscles without repetitive impact. Tea and yoga improve flexibility and joint lubrication. Chair-based stretches, great for gently increasing mobility. 2. Strengthen the muscles that support your joints. Weak muscles make your joints work harder than they should, leading to more pain. Adding basic strength exercises can help. Body weight squats strengthens knees and reduces stiffness. Seated leg raises improves hip stability. Resistance band exercises strengthen supporting muscles around joints. 3. Listen to your body next time you finish a walk. Ask yourself, do I feel energized and pain-free? Or do I feel achy, stiff, or sore? If walking leaves you feeling worse, it's a sign that your joints need better support. And switching to joint-friendly movements could be the best decision you make for your long-term mobility. How to test if your joints need more care. Want to know if your joints are struggling? Try this one. Sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands too. Pay attention. Do your knees, hips, or back feel stiff or achy? 3. If so, it's time to start protecting your joints before mobility loss worsens. Final thought, walking isn't the enemy, but walking alone is not enough. If you want to move pain-free well into your 80s and beyond, start incorporating low-impact joint-friendly exercises today. The choice you make today will shape your tomorrow. Take a moment to think about your future self. 5, 10, even 20 years from now, what kind of life do you want to live? Do you see yourself moving with ease, pain-free, still doing the things you love? Or do you imagine a life where every step feels heavier, every movement of a little harder, where simple tasks like standing up, reaching for something, or walking without discomfort start to slip away? The truth is, aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means adapting, learning, and taking control. Your body is still capable of improving at any age, but it won't happen on its own. If you want to stay strong, independent, and free to move without pain, you have to make that choice today. Small changes lead to big results, protecting your muscles, improving your balance, increasing flexibility, strengthening your core, and reducing joint stress. These are the keys to living life on your own terms. But here's the reality: strength, balance, and joint health don't decline overnight. It happens slowly, little by little, until one day you wake up and realize what you've lost. But the good news, you have the power to slow it down or even reverse it. The question is, what will you do with that power? Let's take action together. Which of these 5 areas do you need to focus on? Most, have you noticed changes in your strength, balance, or mobility? Comment below and share your thoughts. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with friends and family who need to hear this message. Let's build a community that stays strong together. And if you haven't yet hit that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video on staying active, independent, and healthy for years to come. Drop a comment with "I'm in." If you're ready to take PR of your health starting today, your future self will thank you. Let's keep moving forward stronger, steadier, and healthier than ever.